Hey kiddies, welcome to my third video. I'm so happy doing my first voiceover, so let's get right into it. Up first, I am using Maybelline Color Tattoo in the shade Urbanite, and I'm putting that all over the lid. Now I'm using Colourpop X Makeupshayla palette, Proceed with Caution, with a tapered blending brush for the crease. I'm taking the shade Culture and getting that all over the crease and just blend to get that just all over the eye pretty much. It's basically the first color and I do want it pretty pigmented. Now I'm going in with this Makeup Revolution palette in a smaller blending brush, and I'm going in with that color, I think it's Amber, and it's kind of it's supposed to be a chocolatey brown, but it ended up turning out a little lighter on my skin tone. So I am putting that all over smaller area of the crease, kind of lower than that other one, and I'm just getting that really nice and pigmented there. Now going in with an even smaller brush, I'm taking Maintenance and Gloves On, very small amount of gloves on, and I'm getting it right on the outer edge of my eye. And then I go in on the lid, I take my finger and I go into Drill and I get that all over the lid. And you gotta make sure you blend. After finishing out the blend for this, I go right into the face. We're using Tatcha, the Silk Canvas. I like to use my finger and just barely graze the surface of this product to get it all over the face. You don't want to use a lot of it or else it'll start to crumble and it does weird things. So I like to just graze it and then press it into the skin like so. Now taking Coty Airspun translucent powder in a rather large fluffy brush for the face. I like to take some of that and I do a light layer all over the face just to set basically my primer. This helps with longevity and coverage for me. Up next, I take my Decay Stay Naked foundation and L'Oreal Infallible Wear foundation, and I do a pump and a half of the Decay and then half a pump of the L'Oreal Infallible, which equivalents to 2 pumps of foundation, and I get that all over the face. And then I take my beauty sponge to start just dabbing that all over the face. What I really like about these foundations is the Stay Naked one is matte-ifying, but then the L'Oreal Infallible Wear, it's more of like a natural matte finish, so it gives a more I don't know, I guess you could say a natural glow, if you will, even though I like more matte foundations. Now I'm going in with a concealer. This is Makeup Revolution concealer in the shade C16. I'm still working out the hang of my selfie camera on my phone when filming. I take a dab of that and put it on the back of my hand, and then I take a stippling brush and I just go in to basically the contour areas of my face. I get around my cheeks and my forehead. Now I'm going to take a lighter shade of that same concealer by Makeup Revolution, and this one is in the shade C13. I'm still struggling on my selfie camera. And I'm gonna put this underneath my eyes, around my smile lines, by my nose and my forehead. And this shade is pretty much the shade of my skin, but just, it's kind of more like a color correcting kind of thing. If I ever wanted to like wear a lighter makeup day or something, then I would use this relatively all over my face. But yeah, I get this in those areas, and then I'm gonna let it sit for a bit. And while that's going, I'm gonna go in with my eyebrows, and this is by NYX, and it is their micro brow pencil in the shade Espresso. And I'm just going to fill in the brows here. Now that my concealer is practically dry, I'm going to go in with this NYX Matte Finish Setting Spray and get that on the face, and then I'm going to go in with my beauty sponge, and I'm going to blend out my concealer. Then I'm gonna go in with another concealer. This is LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Cool Tan. And I'm just gonna use a little bit of this under the eyes just to brighten. And then I'm gonna go right in up next with my beauty sponge to go ahead and blend that out. I don't really let that one sit. Now I am going to start setting my face. I am using Makeup Revolution Baking and Blot powder, pressed powder in the shade Banana Deep, and I'm gonna take, this is an e.l.f. brush actually, and I think it's supposed to be a blush brush or whatever, and I just go ahead and set like my T-zone area and under my eyes. And then I go in with that same powder, but this one is a loose powder. Banana Deep is the shade, and I get this one kind of just under my eyes, but not right up underneath them like I did with the brush. This one I use my beauty sponge, and I just kind of set everywhere else. I'm gonna start doing my baking. Now, it seems like a lot of powder, but with that first layer that I put down with the brush of that setting powder, everything's gonna sweep away off the face later on really nicely, and it'll leave a more flawless finish. Up next, I'm going in with this eyeliner, and it's green. I wanted to do something fun and different, but I don't know where I got this. I got it somewhere. And then I'm gonna go back into that Makeup Revolution palette in that green and bright blue, because I wanted this to be a really fun under eye. And a really tiny brush, I start sweeping that underneath to go ahead and blend out that eyeliner. Now moving on to the perimeter of the face. Going in with Fenty Beauty Coco Naughty Sun Stalk'r bronzer and a giant brush, and I'm going to go over the contour areas of my face to give more of a bronzy kind of outer area. And then I'm gonna go in with Colourpop and Makeupshayla collaboration blush in the shade Construct, and I'm going to blush the cheeks. I like to keep this towards the top area. And now I'm going to sweep away all that powder, and as you can see, it doesn't really cling to my face. It leaves a really nice flawless finish, and it'll be nice for when I go into spray with that same NYX Matte Finish Setting Spray. And then I go in with my beauty sponge to go ahead and kind of just press everything into the face. Then up next, I'm going to highlight, and I'm going in with my Maybelline Master Chrome highlighter in the shade Molten Gold. Gonna put that on my cheeks and my nose and my Cupid's bow. And then I take a eyeshadow brush and that same highlighter, and I'm gonna put that on the inner corners of the eye. And it's so pretty. Now I'm using Artist Couture lipstick in the shade Power Play to go ahead and, you know, put lipstick on. And then I'm going to line my lips with Colourpop BFF3. This is my favorite lip liner. Now I am using Lipgloss by Milani. This is in the shade Nude Shimmer. It's a lip plumping something, but it doesn't really plump anything. And then last step is to go ahead and put mascara on. This is by L'Oreal, and it is the Voluminous mascara in the shade Carbon Black, my favorite mascara. And yes, I do put mascara on my eyebrows. Don't judge, okay? Now all I have to do is just fix my hair because that wasn't working, and that is it. This is the finished look. Thank you guys for watching. I'm so excited for this being my first voiceover, and I can't wait to do more. Just happy to be here. Bye!